Elvis's movies often come in for quite a bit of flack, as do the songs that appear in them. However, had Elvis never made any movies, we would have missed out on a lot of excellent music and quite a few classic songs as well. Over the years, there have been a lot of Elvis movie song compilation albums released, but for me, the best one is probably this one here. Command Performances, Essential 60s Masters 2. It's a 2 CD set that came out in 1995. There's no vinyl equivalent because I guess you'd have to release 4 LPs. It's a companion, if you like, to the Essential 60s Masters 1, a CD box set which also was released on LP in Europe. That box set contained all of Elvis's studio recordings from the 1960s that were not made for movies. This set, however, contains songs that were made for the movies, and it's arranged chronologically from Elvis's first movie in 1960, which is Giant Blues, all the way down to Change of Habit in 1969. So you've got songs there from 25 1960s movies. It's a fairly, what would you say, a fairly conservative set in that they include all the movie title songs, which tend to be among the strongest songs in the soundtracks. And they've also included almost all of the singles that came from the soundtrack albums, many of which were big hits. And I guess they had to do that because there are a lot of hits on this set which you don't get on the Essential 60s Masters Volume 1. For example, Rockahula Baby, Return to Sender, and so on. So what we're going to do in this video is take a look at it. It's a brand new CD. Well, I say brand new, it's from 1995, so it's 28 years old, but it's still sealed. And it's also got a little sticker here telling you it's a Japanese promo. So we're going to open this up, take a little look, and I'm going to tell you how I would have changed this had I been in the lucky position of compiling this, which of course I wasn't. So let's take a look inside. Here we go, peel it off. I just hope that the CDs are not going to fall out. I've been stuck in here for 28 years. All right, there's the obi. Now you can see it's not falling off, and that was because around about this time, what they did with the Japanese obis is they put a little sticky patch on the back of the front side. So it's basically stuck to the jewel case. You can get it off, but you've got to be a little bit careful. I'm not going to do that right now. So let's just open it up, see what's in here. There should be 2 books, one in English and one in Japanese, and the discs should say that they are promos or something like that. Here is disc 1. I believe this is the same as in other countries. That's curious. It doesn't actually say, doesn't say sample anywhere in it. Okay, I'll show you the first book. Color booklet. This is one that you probably get with overseas versions of this release. Liner notes, information on the songs, movie poster artwork, more photos. It's quite a long essay in there. Pictures from the movies. Still going, nearly there. And that was written by Susan M. Dahl, PhD. Never heard of her. Okay, let's go to the next one. You also get a second booklet. And this is how they tended to make the Japanese booklet. It's basically the same covers as the American ones or European ones, but in black and white. This is a much thicker book because it contains all the lyrics in English. And as it's a CD, they'll probably be in Japanese as well, yeah. So that's all there is there. And we've got another CD. That one there. I've managed to get the obi off. There it is. And I'll just show you the sticky bit on the back there, just there, look. So that's what was holding it to the jewel case. And they did that, as I say, for a little while in the mid-1990s. All right, let's go through the songs here then, and I'll put these track listings on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So I would have made a few changes to this, but not very many. Going through disc 1, the first change I would have made would be to one of the Girls, Girls, Girls songs. There are 3 songs on here from Girls, 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 tracks 17, 18, and 19. So I would have replaced Because of Love with A Boy Like Me, A Girl Like You. I like both songs, but it's just a straight ballad for a ballad, and I prefer A Boy Like Me, A Girl Like You. There are also 3 songs from It Happened at the World's Fair, tracks 20, 21, 22, and I would have changed one of those, I'm Falling in Love Tonight. I would have preferred to have had A World of Our Own on there. So then you've got an up-tempo song, a medium-tempo song, and a ballad that Remind Me Too Much of You, which is probably the best song, maybe on the whole set, in fact. Then the next change I would have made is to the Fun in Acapulco songs. There are 4 songs from Fun in Acapulco. In fact, most of the Paramount movies have a lot of songs on here. So I would have changed Mexico for Vino, Dinero y Amor, which I like Mexico, but I prefer Vino, Dinero y Amor. And it's also good to hear those different voices with Elvis, instead of just the Jordanaires. And then at the end of disc 1, you've got 3 songs from Kissing Cousins, probably my least favorite soundtrack, but only 2 from Viva Las Vegas, which is not really enough. So I would replace One Boy, Two Little Girls from Kissing Cousins with another ballad, I Need Somebody to Lean On from Viva Las Vegas. And on disc 2, it starts out with Roustabout, 4 songs from Roustabout. I would just change one of those. I would rather have It's a Wonderful World rather than There's a Brand New Day on the Horizon. And apart from that, there are just 2 other changes I would make to disc 2. Like I said, the title tracks are all on here. I think they've made a conscious decision to include all the title tracks, but unfortunately it means that they've included a couple of weaker tracks. So for example, Easy Come, Easy Go, there's only 1 song from that film on here, and it is the title track. I would replace that with Sing You Children. And, well, either Sing You Children or I'll Take Love. In fact, even The Love Machine, I would have preferred to Easy Come, Easy Go. And the only other one I would change for the same reason is Stay Away Joe. It's the title track from the movie. It's the only song from that film, but it's not the best song from the movie. I would have chosen All I Needed Was the Rain. And finally, the best of the rest, 10 songs that are not on this 2 CD set that I think would have made it better had there been room for them. First one from GI Blues, Pocket Full of Rainbows. Beautiful song. In fact, you could replace Doing the Best I Can with Pocket Full of Rainbows. Make it even better. Another one from Wild in the Country is In My Way. Beautiful song. Pretty much overlooked, I think, by many fans. From Blue Hawaii, I would have liked to have seen No More on there. I do prefer No More to Beach Boy Blues, but I think Beach Boy Blues is a nice contrast to the other songs that are on there. From Girls, 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 I really like We'll Be Together, but maybe that's a little bit too close musically to the Fun in Acapulco selections. From It Happened at the World's Fair, I would have liked to have seen Relax on there as well. Kissing Cousins, I like Kissing Cousins number 2. From Girl Happy, I think they could have put Cross My Heart and Hope to Die. And Double Trouble, City by Night is one of the few good songs on the album. From Easy Come, Easy Go, The Love Machine I mentioned. And from Change of Habit, I also really like the song Have a Happy. So all those songs would have been great on here too. So yeah, that's my favorite movie compilation anyway. How about you? What songs would you have put on here instead of the ones that are on there? And are there any other Elvis movie compilations that you really like? Let me know in the comments section below. I've got a little bit of time at the end of this video, so I've decided I'm actually going to do another unboxing, if you like. We just looked at the CD set that I just bought. I've also got this LP that came in recently, recorded live on stage in Memphis. It's an American copy, but it's still sealed. got a little cutout there, as you can see. Now I'm guessing this is either going to be one of the orange label ones or the black label from 77. But it could be that elusive tan label one. So I'm too curious to leave it sealed. So let's open this up and see what we've got in here. Give me a second. I can see the company inner sleeve. All right, so it's not the 1977 one. Actually, I don't think I have this inner sleeve. This might be the one that I was missing. I did a video on the US inner sleeves quite some time ago, and I remember I was missing one. This could be the one I was missing, actually. Anyway, let's have a look. It's got to be orange, hasn't it? So it is. There it is, Dynaflex. Perfect orange label copy. For anybody who wants to know where it was made, I don't know. I can't see. There's some name in there by the looks of it. I'll look this up properly and put on screen where it's from, but I can't see any pressing plant letter at the moment. Okay, well, there it is. I'm glad it's orange and not black, let's put it that way. And I got my missing inner sleeve. I think I'll have to check that with my other ones. That really is it this time. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.